Brandon, what is up, bro? Check this thing out, dude. This is like one of the first swings you'd hit with driver. Okay. But let's check out this. A lot of what we were talking about yesterday was this movement before the ball. Kinda. Hey, but I like this little action right here. This is nice. This is nice. Boom, 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 boom. Whoopah! Nice. Okay. So, what was I talking about yesterday? Talking about you need to get with driver. The longest players in the world go left, and then what's their head do? It goes this way. Oh, geez, Louise. It goes up from here. Can I get an arrow out here? It goes up and back. What's yours do? Stays still, but it moves forward. Right? I mean, kind of just stays in the same place. But in the sense of like what we've talked about with low point, of like, here, how do you hit up on it? It's like, see where your body is, and then you're moving down and forward. It's like, that'd be why you hit your irons really well. It's a good thing. And still, like I said, not a bad thing for driver, but as far as like increasing launch angle, loft, swing up on it, not optimal. Now, this is the swing, one of the last swings I got on video. Look at all this movement before. Gosh, that felt like so much to you. But like, what's the club doing? You ain't moving the club around. I want to see some taps. I want to see some waggles. I'm trying to get the feet and the legs going. I like that part. Boom. But I mean, overall, I mean, you can kind of see how that keys you up to then boom, and then look. I mean, this is just a little bit more how you're digging into that thing. Ooh, dude, I feel like you're just getting more into that thing. But still, look where the head's. I mean, see how the head's kind of now starting to. It's going up and back just a tiny bit more, but we need to do it more. So you move forward really well, but like you need to be going this way. It'd be slam up already. You're moving. You're starting to move that way to create this space. Here, let me show you this. All right, so I added this video from a couple weeks ago. Now I'm not the perfect model to say, but I'm just saying like this is the easiest thing I have. I don't have all the tour models on here, but I just want to show you and prove my point of what I'm talking about with this like you can do a lot more of like moving around, like waggle that club, some taps, moving, like especially when you're like hitting hard and doing what we're doing on the range. Like, dude, you can do a whole bunch of movement. Like, how long am I standing still for? Not very long. And then, ooh, nice. Boom. Now watch my head movement. Whoa. Watch it drop down and back. Whoop. Right at the ball. Boom. You can literally see my club head going. And then I can move forward through there. Now, like I said, this isn't optimal. I did hit this really far, but my point being, like, there's tons of ways to do it. It's just I'm singling this particular thing out. So if I went like this, all right, so this is cool. So I drew some boxes. So I put the box like where my head starts, right? So like as I push, so like I'm moving around a bunch. It's kind of hard, but so when I kick left and then get going, it's the same thing with you. Doing a bunch of moving around. So I started right where the box, right where you kick left, and then start to move. So as you move off, so remember how we're doing this? I was like, okay, dude, you can move more off the ball. Okay, which is good. You're doing that. Okay, so look where I go. So boom. So like go to like just before transitioning this way. Okay, my head's gone a little bit lower. Yours went up, which I find interesting. Okay, now I can't link him up because my video is actually in slow mo, which is annoying. But as I start to go in transition, see where I drop down to? I go lower. I don't necessarily move as much forward versus look where your first move is with driver. Woo! Quite a bit of lateral movement, especially with driver, which going back to why you're a good ball striker with the irons and wedges, and not to say you're bad with driver, but why it's hard for you to create more loft launch angle with driver. Boom. So you return back to where your head is, which is not a bad thing. Look where I'm at. Holy moly. Now, granted, this was like the swing I was doing was basically a long drive swing. Like I was trying to hit it really hard. I was messing around with a buddy of mine. So I was trying to hit this thing really hard. But that would be the difference of like you saw where I was launching that ball yesterday. This would be a big difference here. This would be a big difference here, dude. Let's see if I can link him. Oh, yeah, my video is too slow. Unfortunate. So like I still, so like right on parallel to the ground. Look where I'm at. I'm still back there, man. Still back there. There we go. Boom. Boom. Still back there. Now I'm coming up. Now I'm coming up. So kind of just to give you just a little different. So boom. So that move that I'm talking about with the hips, that closed target recentering. I mean, I could probably do it more to be honest, but just my point of like you move the whole. Oh, come on, you move the whole structure, which isn't a bad thing. But if you could get this left hip to go here, and then leave your head here, so that you have the loft to then whoop-ah, hit up on this thing. And then you can do your step through, moving through. All that makes sense? Kind of just wanted to give you some different visuals. But that was a lot of fun, dude. More movement, more waggles. Just keep hitting it higher, dude. Boom. There we go. To the moon. To the moon, baby. Peace.